Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Dear YouTubers, we are here. All the people who passed this time, some are in Zoom, some are in YouTube. We are here to celebrate. I'm introducing everybody to you. Those who can, please, you may switch on your videos also. Dear friends, as you all know, there has been a lot of struggle, a lot of tears, a lot of stress, anxiety, so much behind every single success. And many of you who passed in previous batches know that. Many of you who is feeling stressed right now and will pass next time, you should remember that this is normal. All the people here with me, many of them are from courses that I taught, 6-month offline or 6-month online or 1 year offline or online. But many of them are not from paid courses. They are people who watched our videos in YouTube, studied with our materials. They have achieved by their own merit, by their own hard work. It doesn't matter whether you're attending a course. It doesn't matter how you study, what you study. What matters is what happens here in your head. What matters is how you enjoy what you're studying, how you remember, how you relax in the exam hall and cross-connect and remember in the when you see the questions. That matters a lot. When you study like that, the exam does not appear difficult. It appears easy. Like everything in our life, your success also is the result of so many people's work. Your teachers from school onwards who have taught you to study correctly, to understand the basics properly. Your teachers who taught you the first basics of English literature. Maybe they did not do the entire job, but it is like that. Nobody does the entire job. It's always a process. It goes on and on. This learning is something that we do lifelong. It doesn't stop. And we are all just little links in a huge network. It is just the beginning for all of you. It is the beginning of a great career. It is the beginning of many more years of hard work and learning and many more achievements. I'm so happy for each and every one of you that you have come to this stage when, again, your life is taking off, your career is taking off. I just asked in general, what do you feel now? And somebody said, I feel relieved. So please unmute yourselves and tell us, anybody, what do you feel now that you have passed NET, now that you have crossed that stressful phase and you're ready for the next phase of your career?
Yes, ma'am. Happiness came later. Relief was the first feeling I got.
Thank you, Krishna. What about the others?
And same, you're relieved.
Relieved, says Deepa. I'm so happy. Wow. All of us at Vallath, we have not seen such an incredible result before. Last time, the highest I can remember is 265 maybe. This time we have way more than 300. And I know one thing. It is also because more people are coming back to us and telling us, thank you for this. We are together in this. We are growing into a big community, a big, big family. Can somebody from our Vallath family, your teachers, people who have helped you, who are here, please, can you talk? Grishma, who handled many of the paper one classes. Can you please talk to us?
Right now, ma'am. That's why I didn't speak. Uh, I'm really proud as a teacher, and I'm happy as a student. And this time I passed. I qualified next. I don't know whether I will cry because I'm speaking for those who didn't pass this time. Okay, so if you couldn't qualify net this time, don't worry. Your effort, it will it will take form and you will get the result next time. And I'm really proud as a teacher, and I'm more connected to my students this time because I was also their student experience manager. They used to call me at night, midnight, and they used to tell their worries and all, how to study, what to study. And I'm feeling really proud saying this much number. That means the increasing number of the people who have qualified. And I can see when you got the mark, how you contacted us first and you expressed your feelings. And there were so many people who were involved in this, ma'am, other teachers, so many people involved in material preparation. And I can see all of the efforts have come to uh, life when I saw your result and all. And my journey, it actually started in 2013. I joined just as a student, or Vallath, I'm sorry, Vallath as a student in 2013. And but due to certain circumstances, only 3 days I could attend my classes, and I need to discontinue. And again, I joined Vallath in 2019. And for just a point something, I couldn't qualify that time. And then I
Grishma, let
passed.
me interrupt you. You are misleading
Yeah.
them. You already passed net in education. You're talking about
Yes, yes,
English.
I'm going to tell that.
Yeah, yeah.
in in
If you keep
2020,
on
I
saying I
passed.
didn't pass, they'll think you never passed net.
No,
She
no,
has
no.
two net in
I
English and education.
Yeah, right now I'm having two net. In 2020, I passed net in education, and then I started teaching at Vallath. Then in 20, then I joined PhD and all, and then in 2023, finally, or I didn't attend any examination after that because I didn't get time because I was busy in teaching you people. So then this time I could make it with ma'am's YouTube classes and all, because I only prepared for 15 days because I only got that much time because we were busy in teaching you people. So that ma'am's YouTube classes and then the test that ma'am used to give and all that helped me really well in passing this time. And okay, so I'm not taking much time. I'm really, really, really proud and happy for all my dear students. And I hope more next time this number will increase. Uh, Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Grishma. Thank you very much. Grishma mentioned the YouTube classes. I want to start there. Somebody who passed because of our YouTube classes, can you please talk to us? Is Shreya Arora or Geo Joy here or anybody else?
Yes, ma'am. I am a student from your YouTube classes, and it was kind of roller coaster journey, I would say, because I belong to a state where UGC, the awareness of UGC is kind of very low. Students are actually not much aware about English literature and the NEET and JRF journey. So when I started, I was kind of confused to where to start. But Vallath was the only solution I found after uh, two failed attempts. It was my third attempt, and I qualified for NET and missed my JRF with just 4 questions. But I'm grateful that I found Vallath, and I guess I would qualify JRF next time for sure.
Thank you so much, Krishna. Thank you. I wish you all the
Thank you,
best. I'm
ma'am.
sure you will
Thank
clear
you,
it.
ma'am. Thank you.
Geo, I think I saw you. Are you there, Geo Joy? Maybe later. Gio, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
please,
Yes, ma'am.
please speak.
Hi all. I have a long way to crack net. Ma'am knows the stories. Every time, I think around. I personally, I took around 13 years to get into net. Actually, I JRF score, but I am age over, so I couldn't qualify it. But my score is 214. I qualified JRF. Thank you, ma'am. 4 years back only, I happened to meet ma'am through YouTube classes. Literally, I got addicted to her classes. In a way, I got addicted to her. Always, I was keep on contacting her through YouTube comments and all, and she identified me also. It was a very spark moment for me and I got craze on it. But unfortunately, that time also I missed net just for some point percentile only. So I was that much dejected and depressed. And mom personally contacted me. She motivated me so much. Nothing is there. You are there already, likewise and all. So finally, this year. With her blessings and with all her classes. Also, I want to specify Hina Ma'am's class, ma'am, that capsule summaries also. But while I was, now I'm a government employee only. So while going in bus and all, I used to listen to all her summaries, capsule summaries and your classes, quizzes, everything. That much helped me a lot. My husband, my family members, everybody were waiting for this because they know my pain right from my college days. Everybody thinking like, why are you not getting it? Why are you not in it? Likewise, everybody was asking me, keep on asking me. So through that kind of a border, every time in that border, I used to miss, and this time I could cross it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, Vallath whole team, especially ma'am, your positivity. Always, I remember I used to dream you once something like you got some kind of physical, some disease like that and all. I used to cry a lot. What is happening to her likewise and all. Even my husband asked me last day, what about her? Is she healthy now likewise and all? He asked me. So that much connection and contact with ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this wonderful result. I hope I will be able to do some PhD in some universities. And I
You
want
sure
to
will,
meet you in
Gio.
person also, ma'am.
You surely
Thank
will.
you, ma'am.
Gio's story is the story of many people, many housewives who found their time only after their children grew up. They had lots of household responsibilities, etc. They have all been able to study. They have all been able to pass. One by one, everything will fall in place. You should know that. Even though we are such a big country, there is so much stress here. We need to take time to get our things, fulfilled, our dreams fulfilled. Ultimately, our time will come. You should not give up. You should be perseverant. You should be committed. And then you will see the results. Gio, 13 years is a long time. I'm so happy that you waited, that you
Yes,
did
ma'am.
not stop writing the exam. You did not stop studying. Lot of, appreciation and gratitude from all of us. From
Thank you,
me,
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
everybody. Yeah.
I want to join you, ma'am, like Grishma, ma'am, and all. If any possibility is there, any session,
No,
something like
this is
that,
the
and all,
time
I
for
will
you
be.
to do your PhD.
Okay, ma'am.
You should do your PhD. I want to talk
Sure,
to
ma'am.
Dr. Gio Joy. Dr. Gio Joy
Okay,
should
ma'am.
talk to my students very soon.
Sure,
In a
ma'am.
few
Sure,
years.
sure. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people here like Gio have got JRF. And I have a very special person here, Gayatri Lakshmi, who got JRF. The cutoff was 204 for general and Gayatri got 228 marks, which is a tremendous achievement. I'm so proud of you, Gayatri. Can you please come switch on your video and talk to us? What was your strategy? How did you get so much marks? Everybody would like to know.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So my journey with UGC NET started maybe a year ago. I was doing my MA At that time, I just applied for it and I didn't really study that well. Everyone was applying, so I applied too. So this would be, even though it's not my first attempt, it was my first attempt where I'm actually studying, actually preparing for it. And what I did first was, like everyone, I suppose, I was nervous about this whole thing. You know, when you say English literature, and now it's not only British literature, it includes all literature written in English. It seems like something that is undoable task. But because of your classes, I joined your classes, and because of the encouragement that you constantly give, that you can do this, even though it may seem difficult right now, you can just persevere. I kept that in mind. My goal was just to do my best. So at the end, I didn't want to, after I get the result, my goal was that I shouldn't feel like I could have done better. I could have studied better or prepared better. I wanted to feel like I have done my best for this time, no matter the result. So that was my goal while I was preparing. What I did was I started with British literature. I'm the sort of person who has this fear that makes me a perfectionist. I want to cover everything and make sure I remember everything before I move on to the next thing. That's what makes it difficult for me to study. So I tried to not do that. I tried to just cover as much as possible, as quickly as possible. And I covered British literature with the books, the Vallath books, both the three books. I have them all here next to me. That's what I was doing. First month, I was going through all of that as quickly as possible. And then once I got an idea of everything through the classes, also through your regular course of classes, once I got an idea about where this is starting, where this is beginning, then I started to revise it. And at the same time, I focused on, with your advice, I focused on post-colonial literature and Indian literature, not so much on American, and literary criticism and literary theory. I worked on that as well, which includes cultural studies. That's what I focused on more towards the end of my preparation. So by then I felt like I had a grasp on British literature, and with the test series, I was also enrolled in the test series. So while I kept practicing the topics from British literature and the portions that I had already covered, I was able to, sort of solidify it with the test series, the questions that were coming in the test series as well. More confidence. And I practiced previous year papers. And then at the end, I feel like hard work alone is not enough. You need some amount of luck or God's grace or something that makes sure you don't fall sick right before the exam, or you're comfortable right before the exam, things like that. I felt like I was lucky enough to have that. And many people's prayers were with me, so I was lucky enough to have that. And at the same time, what helped me a lot, and I keep saying that, was the encouragement that ma'am keeps on giving throughout her classes, through every single class, even through the WhatsApp groups. Ma'am keeps on encouraging us to just do our best, not get overwhelmed, to keep going. That's what helped me a lot, to not panic towards the end.
I'm so glad, Gayatri, that you gave importance to not panicking, to covering everything. These are very, very, very important things that take you across. You should study thoroughly, leave no stone unturned, and also be relaxed so that you remember what you study in the exam. Is there anybody here who is one of the successful people who would like to talk about how you managed your stress? Anybody who would like to talk about your experience?
Ma'am. May I, ma'am? Good
Sure,
evening.
both of you.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. I'm
Yes,
Nishant Motil. I presently I am staying in Haryana. I basically belong to Himachal Pradesh district Mandi. So I personally wanted to thank you first of all. What I would say that I haven't seen a passionate teacher like you. I have come across many teachers, but the way you teach is with the passion. It is very helpful for the students to get motivated. Because motivation is a thing, if you are motivated, you can achieve anything. The second thing I would say that the course design. I was a student of Udemy. I joined Udemy in 2023, last year only. So the Udemy also, it is a very good course, like the video lectures, then those 30 tests, which I did two times before the exam, and the daily polls and small Telegram videos, WhatsApp videos. These 4 5 things, I would say that these things allow you to remember, come across the same things multiple times. Means one thing you will come across in these 4 platforms a number of times, so it won't allow you to forget anything. And for my in my case, as the literature is very vast, I did the extensive study initially, and in the at the fag end of the course, like when the exam came near, I did intensive study. Like I did those 30 tests given in the Udemy twice. So it helped me a lot. Though I didn't score much. Like in general category, I scored 184, just one question above the cutoff. But what I would say that your course design uh, is a tailor made. Whoever need a direction, a proper direction, motivation. Like a number of students are studying at the same platform, and multiple revisions are happening by video lectures and those test series, and those small videos on telegrams and daily posts. I haven't seen any such kind of course anywhere. So I joined because I personally wanted to thank ma'am, and I am very grateful that I found a teacher like you, and without which I could not have qualified this exam. And one thing I would say that presently I am a banker. I'm not a literature student, but as a I have done my BSc in horticulture, then my MBA in agribusiness management. But I was passionate toward the literature, and I did my this MA in English from IGNO in 2017. And just last year, I came across this Vallath course, and I joined Udemy, and it helped me a lot to crack the exam. Thank you very much, ma'am, and keep motivating like this, because your motivation is the primary thing to crack this exam. There is a lot of material, I would say, but that motivation and that tailor-made course allow others to crack this exam, I would say. Thank you very much.
Wow, Nishant. Those who studied BA English, MA English for 5 years are finding it difficult. They are taking time because it's so vast. And you have mastered it so well. It's all you, Nishant. But there is something good about the Udemy course. There are so many in-depth videos there on text, and it gives you a perspective. It is extremely important in net to have a perspective, because then you will be able to guess a lot of questions. Then you will be able to, it's not your knowledge, but also the way you look at things, the way you understand things, that also really matters. It's important in the exam. So, and also, as you said, if anybody is there listening to us in YouTube who does not know, apart from our live online courses, we have amazing poll happening every day at 9:30 in our Telegram group, Vallath.in public group. We have YouTube lectures happening almost every day. Hina Vadhwani's capsule videos, my live videos. If anybody is not aware of all this, please look it up and use it. And in our Telegram group, there are also hundreds of PDFs that we have given. Actually, many people pass because of their own work with the open course materials. And I'm so proud of it. Thank you. Congratulations again, Nishant. Sharmili,
Thank you, ma'am.
you can speak. Somebody else was also going to speak. Please feel free to speak now.
Ma'am. Hello, ma'am, am I audible?
Vaidehi, you can speak.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm Vaidehi from Kerala. Currently, I'm pursuing my PhD from VIT. This was my 5th attempt. The thing is that last 4 attempts I lost. I used to lose for just 0.02 percentile and all. And I still remember after the fourth attempt result, I thought of giving up and I decided not to pursue, I mean, not to give another chance because it was at the risk of my mental health. So I thought of giving up. But it was my first and foremost thing. I would like to thank my parents and my friends and everyone. Before that, I would like to, why I joined this live is because I still remember the YouTube video that you made on the previous day of net exam, where you told that this is not the only thing that you can do in this world. In a world where there is a lot of opportunities, even if you don't qualify net, there are a lot of other opportunities that are waiting for you. Actually, that helped me to reduce my anxiety to to a very large extent, that I got much motivated, and I got a lot of courage after that. So in most of the YouTube videos, what I have, or in most of the people who give such videos, what I have seen is that they consider net as the ultimate thing, the net as the biggest thing in the world. But in that video, you gave us a kind of determination, courage, that this is not the only thing that you can do in life, which helped me to reduce my tension and anxiety and helped me to attend the exam in a very calm and quiet manner. And that actually helped me to a large extent. And also, I am not a person who have joined your paid courses, but I used to attend your Telegram group quiz every day, which helped me a lot. And also all the YouTube, I think I have watched almost all the YouTube videos that you have made, and I actually have a notebook in which I have titled it Kalyani Vallath ma'am, in which I have wrote all these notes. So that has also helped me a lot. I'm so happy that I am now in a position where I could join this live video and I could share this happiness with you all. I haven't met you in real. Actually, my mother and brother have met you because they attended a marriage that you attended, but I couldn't come on that day and I couldn't meet you. Anyway, I'm so glad, and I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, and all the best for all those who are trying hard. Never give up.
Wonderful, Vaidehi. Congratulations on achieving this. I'm so happy that you shared your story.
Thank
There
you.
are, there are a lot of people who have asked to speak. I will call them one by one. Meanwhile, is there anybody from Vallath here who can congratulate us students in a minute?
Hello, ma'am. I'm here.
Yes, Ambika.
Yeah, I can see so many known faces here. Aswati, Saradindu, Upasana, Lavanya. Jigyasa, I'm so happy. I'm very happy for all of you. My heartfelt congratulations to each and everyone. So all the very best. Just a few minutes ago, Krishna asked me that Krishna. So my message is I am from West Bengal. So I'm a Bengali here, and there are many Bengalis you will find here.
Yes, yes. Even
Congratulations,
Ambika, the
everyone.
one was also Bengali during the class sessions, the live MCQ session.
Yeah. So
Ambika is the coordinator, one of the coordinators at Vallath who helps the students. So Ambika has been teaching and helping students to revise, guiding them, motivating them. We provide 24/7 support here through all the people who work at Vallath. So thank you, Ambika. Your
thank you, ma'am.
contribution to this huge success is invaluable.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Now there are a lot of people waiting to speak. So I first call upon Sharmili to speak. Can you also please focus on how you prepared for paper one and what the techniques that you use to remember things? Those who are speaking? Okay, Sharmili.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, sorry for the noise. Actually, I am right now in an occasion. Extremely sorry, ma'am, for that noise.
There is no noise.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I just want to say that this is my 5th attempt, and I have finally qualified net after 5th attempt. And in the fourth, in those upcoming before 4 attempts, people who are not related to academic line, they used to say me that क्या करोगे नेट करके, इतना ज्यादा सिलेबस है, कर तो नहीं पा रहे हो, just give up. Then ma'am, once I scrolled Telegram, I saw your group, and at every day from 9:30 p.m. session, you have provided me online quiz, and that is nothing but it provide me a quite quick revision. And those session, ma'am, honestly speaking, sometimes what happened, I used to miss those session, but on a fine morning when I open Telegram, I see wow, 4,000 messages from ma'am from the quiz, and I used to solve them in one go. And it's just like a habit. Just as I scroll instead of scrolling and seeing those TikTok videos, I have spent those time on quiz, and it's like just a nisha. Like in Bengali, we call it nesha. I will spend my whole day to solve your quiz, and it really helped me a lot. And you are such a motivation. You are a just epitome of positive energy, ma'am. You every time you used to help me whenever I scored less marks, I have not qualified net. You always said, "Don't worry, next time you will surely." And for paper one and paper two, both your quizzes helped me a lot. And ma'am, I really wish that next time I would like to crack JRF, and again I would like to join your session. Thank you, ma'am.
You surely will. Keep up this energy and spirit, you surely will. Congratulations and all best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Before I move on to the people who have given me your names, is there Charishri, Shekhawat or Kadambari here?
Ma'am, one Kadambari is there, but I don't know if she's the one.
Okay. Ashwati, can you please speak now?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
So wonderful to be back online with you. Let me say that the very first. And thank you so much for helping me crack NET. And congratulations to everyone who is here who have cracked NET and JRF. And it's because of ma'am's support and ma'am's motivation that we have all achieved this wonderful feat. And congratulations to everyone. So about me, I thought I would study on my own and crack NET in the beginning, but then my parents told me, why don't you go for coaching? So I searched for some. I knew there was Vallath at Trivandrum, but I wanted an offline class, so I searched for some near my place. But my parents told me, if you are going for coaching, go at the best, go to the best center, go to the best ma'am, go to the best teacher. So I joined Vallath, even if it was online, and I got so many friends from all over India, thanks to your online class also. So that was a very wonderful experience we had at that time. And I thank all the teachers who have taught us, who have taken revisions for us, wonderful revisions they were, and extra polls, paper one classes as well. Grishma ma'am is here. Congratulations, Grishma ma'am. Everybody who have helped us in doing, in studying and all that. So, I learned the proper way from ma'am's classes, ma'am's online classes, and the encyclopedias, then her YouTube. As just as I was covering all of the literature topics, I was also covering all the resources from Vallath, YouTube, Telegram, everything. And I didn't pass the first time I wrote. Like after joining Vallath, I didn't pass in June. I passed this December exam. That and for 1.5 months before my exams, the only thing I did was to go through ma'am's question pads, the 8 or 9 question pads she had. I was going through all of them, reading every small bits. They were also very small and easy to remember and easy to read when you are on a killing deadline. So they really helped me. Those question pads really helped me, and the chronology book as well. I was connecting this and that, and I was connecting my birthday, my mother's birthday, everything with all the authors' birthdays and all that. So that was really fun and to learn. And during the exam hall, I didn't think I would pass, but I was like, okay, I'll do my best this time also. And if I pass, okay. If I didn't pass, not okay. So And the day the results came, it was on the morning of a Friday. I have another class going on here, so I was getting ready. Somebody told me check the results, so I was running to the laptop. I checked the result, and I couldn't believe I got it. I couldn't believe what was written on the website. I quickly downloaded it in fear that I thought the net people will reject it and give me another result that I have not passed. I was thinking of all those nonsense ideas that time, and I ran to my mother and said, "Amma, I qualified net," and I really cried. I sat down there, I cried for some time. My mother also cried. So we were really happy. I called up my friends. I was crying. They thought something was happening to me. I fell down or something. No, I qualified net, I said. So it was so lovely that day. And I called up ma'am also. She was telling me it's not like I was good when I came to Vallath, and I told her that I became better after joining Vallath. And thank you, ma'am, for that, for being that tree you told me where I could rest my feet on if I'm the eagle. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Love you. And those of you who are watching on YouTube who have not passed net, the only thing I have to say to you is my professor once told me that academic performance doesn't really reflect on the net achievers. So it's not because you're not capable, you're not achieving net. It's only a matter of luck or a matter of 6 more months. You'll definitely pass next time. Thank you so much, ma'am, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Ashwati. I'm sure so many people here could identify with that crying and out of the world feeling that you got. I would call it Malvolio effect or something. Like Malvolio got the letter and he felt, what?
True, definitely.
Some people like Sharadandu was smiling for days. Some people were crying for days. It is so wonderful. Is there anybody from Vallath who is ready to speak now for a second, for a minute?
Yes, ma'am. Can I speak? I'm really excited to. Yeah. So, hi, guys. So, I'm really happy to see all of you here. Like, this gathering speaks a lot. So, first of all, a huge, huge congratulations to all of you. All of you worked so hard. And you know what I really believe is NET is one exam which not only shows you what to study, but how to study. And ma'am does that. And all of you worked with ma'am, and that's why you guys are here today. So, I really hope all of you reach more heights, get JRF, get that PhD, do all you want to do, and keep reading, keep learning, and all the best. Stay healthy, keep working hard, and all the very, very best, and lots of love. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankita. You are also, very soon people are going to say in the felicitation, we passed because of Ankita's videos, because she's also doing videos every day now. Yeah. Deepa, please talk to us. You wanted to say something.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So good evening, everyone. And first of all, thank you, ma'am, and whole Vallath team. And by God's grace, this was my 5th attempt, where I had almost given up that I will not clear net, but I could clear net. The main things which benefited me from this course was hearing the lectures. By hearing the lectures continuously, honestly, I can say I did not even sit like a proper student studying. I kept on hearing the lectures, and the same thing I messaged you after the exam. I could hear your voice during the exam, telling as if like, remembering whatever you had taught. And every time I never used to clear because of paper 2. So I was very scared that whether paper 2 will be difficult. But this time I was guessing less, and I could recollect whatever you had taught. And the other thing which was very useful for me was the JRF power sessions in the end, the revision lectures you had taken. And my experience, I'm like from a background which is not literature purely. I have taken journalism and I changed my line. So my basics were also not very strong. So that I liked. In your course, you started right from the basics. And in the beginning, I was very in pace with the course. And in between, I lost the pace because I got seriously sick. So I had almost given up. I thought like, whether I'll be able to do or not. But I used to continue hearing your lectures. So that helped me a lot. And in the end, you had given the last minute revision points that helped me to revise. And about the stress factor, I was feeling scared that why I'm not feeling stressed about the exam. Like I was so cool before giving the exam. So that helped me manage my stress also. So I really like to thank you, ma'am, and the whole Vallath team because of your guidance, my family support. I'm able to clear net this time. And my aim is to be as a passionate teacher as you are and inspire students. Thank you so much.
You will be, Deepa. Thank you for sharing this. Dear friends in YouTube, many of your questions have been answered by Deepa's recollections and little speech. Many of you who are not from the English literature background, if you have studied something else, you don't have to worry. We start from the basics. You listen to the lectures. Slowly, slowly, you will reach the level where you will pass. Second thing that Deepa said is revision is very important. You should all join the JRF power sessions at the end when we have towards the exam. It really, really helps. There are so many lectures and Spotify audios and other audio cores also that we have. There are so many ways in which you can listen to our lectures. It will help you big time. So please do that also. Thank you very much, Deepa. Dan was from our 6-month batch, and everybody in the batch knows he has a terrific memory. He used to answer every question very easily. You have to tell us how to remember because so many people are confused. There is so much to study how to remember. Please help us, Dan.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, so first of all, I like to say that just like Deepa, 6 months ago, I too knew nothing about literature because I'm from a journalism background. I did it in journalism and media studies, and I do know a little bit about literature, but not really. So it's in the past 6 months that I was able to learn all that I could and clear JRF this time. And I can say it's just one thing, and that is revision. I was able to revise again and again, and ma'am and everyone at Vallath made sure that we revised it. And that's one thing that I need because I'm not a person who's always self-motivated. I get anxious, depressed all the time very fast. But that system that I was in and the teachers who made sure that every day we had to finish this much portions. And so they pushed me. And I'm 100% sure there are people like me who sometimes need to be pushed a little bit. And I'm one of those persons. And looking back, there has been so many tough days. And this is where I found the teachers at Vallath different because they're not just people who gave me information. They're people who understood what I was going through. And I remember Grishma, man, we had so many conversations where I was, ma'am, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can remember everything. But ma'am was like, no, it's fine. You just do what you can. And the rest is up to God. And they gave me so much motivation to continue my journey. And that is what I feel like allowed me to do what I was able to do. So there is no amount of thanks that I can say that will do justice to what I experienced. But if I can say just one thing, it's consistency. Just even if you are not able to do your best on a single day, just do what you can and revise and learn a little bit. And those little bits will add up, and the end it will culminate in this beautiful result. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much to the teachers. There's no amount of words I can say that I'll express this gratitude. So thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Dear friends, the course that we do here, when you join, there will be an overwhelming amount of information, so many classes. In the beginning, it will look stressful. That is because I strongly believe that teaching something here and there and giving you shortcuts will only amount to cheating you. Our exam is very deep and difficult. They want to take the best people and you need real solid knowledge to pass this exam. Do not be led by any shortcuts. Do not be led by any temporary solutions. If you study English literature thoroughly, even though it is a little difficult in the beginning, you will pass many exams and for the rest of your career, it will be easy for you. So please follow that. That is what the NTA also suggests. So do that. Thank you very much, Dan. Deepthi, what about you?
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I passed my PG 11 years ago, and this is my fifth or sixth attempt. But all the time, I could pass only in paper 2, not paper 1. So this time also I was consistent in my work. But what happens is that when you practice or when you prepare yourself, you takes a lot of time. But when I joined your course, and it was very easy because there was a consistent timetable was there, and you have to complete it, and the teachers also help you to complete it within the stipulated time. So at the time of my PG also, I heard about Vallath and Kalyani ma'am, but I couldn't join that course. And in 2021 also, I joined your HSA course there, and I could see a teacher there who has that intensity of feeling or the emotion in the text, and she also passes that intensity of the emotion towards to us also. Or if she passes, if she to read or if she teaches that one a novel or any literary work, she just, if one time or the 100 times, she passes through the same emotion and the feelings that helps us to enable us to perceive it that and pursue us also. So at that time, I still remember also that God of the Small Things of Arundhati Roy. I once, when I listened to her class, I just saw that she was at her chair. She was in there, and later I couldn't see her because she was sobbing when the Velutha was dying, and she was sobbing. And sometimes I couldn't see her. Only the empty chair was there. Then for the first time, all the years or 3 to 5 years, literature again, B.Ed also I did. Literature was there, but I didn't see any teacher with such an emotional intensity. And such an emotional intensity also we can see in that course also, where tests, when she was taking tests, and also where Wuthering Heights was also, she was not, that Kalyani ma'am was not there. There may be the Catherine, or we see the what's some Heathcliff there. All those persons are there. I mean, those persons are there, not the person here. There is a greater level of impersonality there, impersonalization is there. And I could see such a teacher is there, still exists, I think. And also unfortunately, in my PG days, it was taught that Sansa lovers, there is an illicit relationship between the Paul Morell and his mother Gertrude, just like the illicit Gertrude we see in Hamlet. For the first time, I realized that their relationship was so sanctified, and so it was their relationship was that innocent relationship. But I don't know what kind of teaching that I got during my degree or PG levels. I don't know. I took these 11 years to understand that there's still sons and lovers innocent relationship is there. And later, then after that, my PG, and I was consistent with my studies. But what happens is that the time is most important thing. And in the paper 1, I couldn't crack that. Only paper 2, okay, I can pass. But this time, paper 1, I could literally, I could hear Indu mom's voice. All the plants are flowers, all the flowers and pens like that. I could hear that also. And all the time, never ever I could attend the online classes, because only I heard the recorded classes, because I have to manage my kids, and in the only JRF power sessions from 7 to 8 I could manage, because by 8 o'clock I have to manage. I have to prepare the food for my son to go to school, everything. And one thing, my hands are preparing for the food, and my on my head or in my head there's passing through the various types of literature or literary works are passing through all the classes, like Manu sir classes, Roy sir classes, Indu ma'am, Grishma ma'am. Everyone was such a wonderful classes was there. Only that peak time I could listen and memorize everything. And at the time of examination, I didn't think that I could complete all those question answers, because once I went to the Indian literary, classical literature, and those questions, that was a landscape mode. We have to scroll the mouse to this side to that side to see the question, and then to back to the questions. And it was just like, that was quite difficult. I think that I couldn't make it. I can't make that. But still, ma'am sometimes say, stay calm. You can do it. Stay calm. Such kind of a voice, her voice, and such kind of a muse's voice that can be heard. So such was a muse was near to me, and I just looked at to everyone, and they were just looking at somewhere, and they are just, I didn't know. So there was there was a lot of short of time. I thought that I couldn't make that, but I attempted everything. And from 7 to 8, that session, 7 to 7:30, there was a stipulated time from JRF power sessions, and Roy sir class was that from 7 to 7:30, that is Pakka. He just completed by Pakka 7:30, he just completed. Other teachers also, they want to explain, just take some more time to explain that, but Roy sir just completed like that. And from every teachers, even Manu sir, Indu ma'am, Grishma ma'am, every other teachers like Niketa ma'am, Methavi ma'am, and also Ankita ma'am, everyone from that 4:30 or 4:45 to 5 p.m. Sometimes, or sometimes 5:45 to 6. That time there was a 15 minutes. That was a great brushing up of period. The last classes, everyone, you are going to brushing up. By 6 a.m. our ma'am arrives, but before that we are again brushing up, and also we are so much of fortified to get the answers, because they help us to brush, as well as they have to frame our study pattern. They just frame our study pattern into such a way that a strong foundation is laid there. So we do not need any further books to revise that. But it is along with that, our textbooks are a great package of whatever literature that is taught from ancient to modern, and the current trends that are all explained well, so that we didn't have to look into any other text. We don't want to look into any other resource person to know much more further. And more than that, when classical literature comes, ma'am was taking the class from 7 a.m. and somebody else was there. That was ma'am's father was there, and he was also there to help us, and she asked him to bless us, not just to say hi, just to bless us. So everyone, ma'ams in her family also, and also her teachers, everyone was that. That is a Gurukul education, I must say. Everyone was there to bless us, so that their blessing was also with that. Even though we study, but their blessing was also there, and so that we could pass everything. And also in our life, so no, not just net. It is just as a system of living, I think. So it helps us to eliminate all our fears and to imbibe all the good values, so that a strong foundation and a strong life with a much more emotional balance is also very necessary. When you get into your examination hall, emotional balance, and you don't just to get into panic and miss all the questions. But she helped a lot to have a good value, and as well as value system to to pursue in our entire life. So this is a system of education. I mean, this is the system of education that we should follow. And I am so blessed to have such a wonderful teachers. If she is the sun, and there are a great planets, or such a constellation of stars are there to help us, to guide us, and to light us. Just so that we should. Our attempt is to seek to find and never to yield. So such a learning is a strong foundation is laid. So everyone should be fortified and successful in their own way. Thank you very much.
Wow, Deepa, I'm speechless.
Deepthi.
Sorry,
Not
Deepa.
Deepa.
My mind is.
Ma'am, this is not the way I want to speak, because this speech I have been preparing for months ago. Even I thought that this time, even if I didn't get that, no problem. June also, may karlungi. I just again I want to rejoin your course. I just asked Alex, sir, can I also rejoin the course? Then he said that if you have the materials, you once again you give the half of the you remit the half of the fees, and you can again rejoin.
Anyway,
Yes. I just when I Principal's message came, I just want to, such as Ashwadi told that it was a fine morning. I was just cooking and just scrolling through, and I saw my roll number and my seat number, everything. I just and at last I just stuck on that qualified for assistant professor. Oh, that was wonderful. That was a cloud nine moment. I think this is the eighth wonder of the world. So that was a wonderful moment for me in my entire life.
Wow, Deepthi. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for all of us. You named everybody.
Actually, the honor is mine, ma'am. Thank you very much.
The paper one people this time took a lot of effort. They made a lot of magazines and extra questions. So much help they have given you, and the praise is well deserved. Thank you very much. Is there anybody from Vallath who is here who would like to reply to Deepthi and speak a few words?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Aparna.
Hi everyone. Hi, my dear students. Congratulations all. Okay. I just want to say that I'm very proud of you guys. I'm really very proud of you guys because actually it is because of you guys. It is because of you guys. It is your hard work. It is your dedication. Like during my class and to those who personally messaged me, like I usually say that don't feel overpressured. Trust yourself. Trust the process. It is not impossible. Like that's how I used to say. So like if you can follow whatever we have told you to do, you will be able to do it. This is what I have been telling you from the beginning towards the end. Like there were many who messaged me saying that, ma'am, I'm not getting it. Will I be able to do all those kinds of messages I used to get from the beginning when the course started? Like we had many things to study within the 6 months. So it's obvious that many will get pressured. So like usually I remember that many have messaged me on WhatsApp asking doubt, and most of the time the number of chats I have in my WhatsApp will be more than 150. Of course, due to your doubts, it will be more than 150. And my family used to say that if they want to convey something to me, if they want to convey some message to me, they won't use WhatsApp, because if they give me some message in WhatsApp, I won't be able to see it, because they know that your message will be there, so I won't be able to read their messages. So they usually directly call me. They won't use WhatsApp for me. They usually directly call me for that. So what I was telling is that I could see how you guys were also working very hard. And telling the truth, after the exam, then many have messaged me saying that DI was tough. Two messaged me saying that DI was easy, and many messaged me that DI was tough and all. And I feel very sad. I felt very sad that it was like, it was like there was something hard kept on my chest. That's what I felt. But after when the answer key came out, many messaged me and said that, ma'am, I opted the right option. And I was like, okay. Now I'm very happy. It took 1 month, right, to get the answer key and all. And I was very happy then. And I felt like it is because of our hard work and mainly because of you. And I'm so proud of you. You will be able to achieve whatever you have dreamt of. So all the best for your future. And I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Aparna has been teaching maths for paper 1 at Vallath, and she has guided lots of people. The students are just crazy about her. They say she is very patient and explains really well. Thank you so much for that from all the students. Yes, Kartika, now it's your turn to speak to us.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Ma'am, I would like to thank you so much because this was my second attempt and I'm one of your YouTube students. And I want to thank you not just because you helped me to qualify NET, but for helping me to become a better person, because I'm a very nervous kind of person. And right now also I'm quite nervous, ma'am. Like many people are there in this video. So, but I thought at least now I should come out of my comfort zone. I should overcome all the fears at least now. So qualifying NET helped me to become a better person in many ways. And ma'am, I prepared mostly based on your everyday access Videopedia, both in British and American literature. And I didn't join any paid courses because I was having all these negative feelings in my mind, like what if I join and I don't pass? How will I face everyone? Like so many things were there in my mind. Then the first time also I couldn't qualify, ma'am, because I had this tension in my mind. Like I prepare well most of the time. Every time I go for an exam, I prepare because I'm really nervous. I have this nervousness always within me. So I prepare for every exam, but because of this stress, I lost quite a lot of marks. But this time I thought I'll just give a try, and I wrote the exam, and I passed. I cannot believe it, ma'am. Thank you so much. I attended your live sessions also at 9 p.m. And so now after clearing net, I feel like I can give advice to people like me, because I know there are many people out there like me who feel quite nervous about things. And I'm a person who always stayed in my comfort zone, no matter what. Every time, ma'am, even in my class, I used to stay in the comfort zone. Even if I know an answer, I won't get up and tell the answer. I was such type of a person. But now I think I should come out of that. Even if I want to become a teacher, of course, I would be doing that. But I have to come out of this nervousness. So thank you for helping me become a better person in so many ways, ma'am. And I also, like everyone told, I could hear your voice. And even in the examination hall, I could remember these videos I have seen. Like I told him, I prepare well. So I watched each video like 6 to 7 times. And some of the videos, which like my favorite authors are there, like Ezra Pound and all. Those videos I watched like 15 times and all, just for the sake of watching, because your classes plus my favorite author, it was like a very heaven world for me. So I used to watch this and I prepared, and I could remember all this in the examination hall. And I actually, ma'am, like I texted you that day. I could even remember the dress you were wearing in that particular video related to the author. So everything came to my mind, and that I think that's how I was able to qualify. If it was not for your classes, I wouldn't have, because first of all, I told him, ma'am, I'm always nervous. So I didn't have any confidence this time also. But because I prepared like this, I was able to qualify. I would like to thank you, ma'am. And then there is Princey, Ankita, then Hina, ma'am. Everyone, I watched her this thing capsule videos also, Hina, ma'am's, before the exam. So that's how I could qualify. But after qualifying that time, like, if someone like me, I was having all these negative feelings, ma'am. Like, what if I don't qualify? What if I don't reach the cutoff? I didn't prepare with I just prepared from live sessions. What if I don't qualify this time? How will I qualify next time? Like that, so many things were there. But in the second attempt, I was able to qualify. And so I think now I can try for JRF also. JRF was not at all in my mind actually, because it was like an impossible task for me. But now I feel like if I put in the effort and if I try to overcome my fears, I'd be able to clear JRF next time. So I need your blessings for that, ma'am. And I would like to congratulate everyone over here for speaking up and for encouraging me to speak up. I was really thinking like whether I should speak up or not. Like I was quite nervous, but then I thought I should, if not now, then when can I overcome all this? So thank you,
Thank
ma'am,
you,
for
Kartika, for
helping.
speaking and
Yes, ma'am.
overcoming. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm so proud of everything that you've done, for the strength with which you studied.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Komal, let us hear your story now.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi.
Let's begin from the beginning. I have qualified. I have done my PG in 2006, ma'am. And first time I gave NET was in 2012. But it was without preparation, ma'am. So I have given multiple attempts. But since I joined December 2020 batch, I have given just second attempt. I can say first attempt I missed by a few points. This time I qualified. So all the thanks go to you and Vallath, ma'am. But one thing I always remember, that you were saying that never in your dream think that you have passed because of your hard work and something. Luck and God's grace is always there. This time also I thought I may not qualify or something. I started preparing for June as well immediately. But because of your guidance and God's grace, I qualified it, ma'am. And I'm also kind of a person who needs a little bit push, and you and all the team was there to push us and revision was a problem with me also, ma'am. So Vallath is the place where you need not be afraid of revisions. I came to know multiple ways to revise. It's not just only you keep books and notepads to revise. You can do revision through audios, videos, podcasts, and many other material. Oh, is this is this is how I prepared math. I have a toddler as well. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can't speak more than this.
I
Thank
understand.
you.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Komal. Farsana, are you here? Congratulations, Komal. Hi, Komal's baby. Thank you for letting Komal study. Farsana, are you here?
Thank you.
Kadambari? Maybe they'll join later. Ritu is here. Ritu, can you please speak?
Hello, ma'am.
Where are you from, Ritu?
I'm from Darjeeling, ma'am, West Bengal.
Darjeeling, yes.
Yes, ma'am. It's really nice to talk to you, ma'am. I'm one of your YouTube student, ma'am, and I'm one of those students who couldn't afford the paid courses. And however, I went through a video where there was a student who had already cracked NET and JRF, and she took your name. Since she had also not joined any courses, so I heard your name first time there. So I immediately went to YouTube and searched for you. Then I saw a series of videos there. So every day I would watch it and make notes, and I would go to Telegram channel and all the quizzes, solve all the quizzes. And right now also I was wondering what I was going to say, because it's like a dream come true to me to speak to you. So uh, I love the way you teach, and you are it's so overwhelming. You're one of those my teacher, like I really like you, because I met you when like I was ill for 2 whole years, and I had left the idea for going for NET and JRF. However, when I used to watch your videos, it felt like I was loved and motivated. And the way you teach, especially, it's like it's not just you are motivating everyone. It's like you're spreading love also. You're not just a teacher, but you're spreading love through your teaching, and your love for your literature, it reflects a lot in your teaching. And slowly, playfully, I got along with your videos, and every time you would ask, like in your pre-recorded videos also, you would pose questions, and you'd say post on the comment. So I would do that also. So ma'am, thank you so much for being the best, and it's like I think a fit entwined, and I get to know you through your videos. However, it feels like I know you personally, and it's so overwhelming. I don't know. What to say. Thank you so much, ma'am. And this time I finally qualified NET, and this was my second attempt. But I this time I prepared through your videos. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ritu. Thank you very much. Is Farsana or Kadambari here?
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, please speak.
Ma'am, Farsana here.
Yes, Farsana.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Hi, ma'am. I'm Farsana, and I'm so happy to share with you that I qualified NET in my very first attempt. It was a really like a dream come true moment. I was over the moon. I couldn't believe that I did it, but I always wanted to I was wanted like I was dreamed of it. I was actually running away from this because all of my friends attempted NET like many times while we were doing our PG, but I couldn't. I was like, my motto was I want to do this in my first attempt. I used to tell my friends that they always used to force me, try it at least once. You don't know how the exam is going to be. You don't know how its structure is. If you study really well and then you attempt, and if you make any mistakes, then it's going to be really hard for you, but you should try at least once. But I was actually so afraid and I was running away from it. But then this time in December, I decided to go for it. I'm with a child. He's just 8 months old, and whenever he sleeps, I used to spend my time studying. I was listening to your classes. Kalyani ma'am was like a true inspiration for me. I think even my baby is so like even he knows you really well. He is well. Whenever I'm feeding him, I used to listen to your classes. So that's how I spent my postpartum time till 8 months. And I finally decided to go for it, and I wrote the December exam, but I wasn't sure that I'm going to crack net, but I could. And I'm so happy to tell you that I did it in my first attempt, and it was always been a motto. So I didn't write any exams. I had the chances. I registered for the June exam, but I didn't write because I didn't prepare really well. So I was like, no, I'm going to do it in the next attempt. I'll prepare really well and right in the next attempt, and I got it. Thank you so much, Kalyani ma'am, and also the Pepper One team. I was always so afraid of maths, and like everything about Pepper One was like a nightmare for me. Pepper Two, I was like, I love literature, even though I ended up in literature by accident. I always wanted to do BSc chemistry, but I couldn't get into my favorite college, so I just went for another college and enrolled in literature. But it didn't take me too long to realize that it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. And I don't know what to say because I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Kalyani
Thank you,
ma'am, for
Prasanna.
being there for me at a
Congratulations.
time like
I,
this.
yeah, I
Because
can see the great effort behind this happiness. That's why you're so happy. Thank you for
that is
working
how I
hard.
spent my postpartum time. Actually, I was actually really depressed. I'm like not depressed. Actually, I was disoriented because all my friends were going for B.Ed or offline net coaching, and I was feeling like I'm not doing anything in my life. I'm not saying it's nothing what I did. It's a great thing. I had a baby, but I'm not doing any like no progress academically. I just wasted 1 year of my life doing nothing. So I was so you know
All
disoriented.
that is past. Your
Yeah,
baby will be
so
proud
happy. Thank you
that her
so much
mother
for
has
that.
cleared net.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for being there for me when I needed you the most. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prasanna. God's grace. Is Kadambari there? Kadambari, would you like to speak? If not, Kadambari, work on your audio. Joseph, can you speak, please?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm Joseph from Mysore. I'm at present working in a government sector. I joined Udemy 2 years ago. Though I could not complete all the videos, really I'm thankful because I am through and through a correspondence student. I did my degree and master everything through correspondence student. I never went to a college. And I could learn literature. I could come to know about the authors, writers. It is because of you, ma'am. I'm really thankful, and I'm able to clear cracknet. It is because of your service. Actually, I paid a very less amount, but what I got is Himalaya. I got Himalaya. So I'm really thankful to you, ma'am. And I would be forever in your debt, ma'am. Thank you so much for your support and you're serving the society at large. Keep doing it, ma'am. I'll pray for you and do pray for us and bless me, ma'am.
Of course,
Personally, I
Joseph.
wanted to thank you for that purpose. I called you, ma'am.
Yes, Joseph, thank you very much. And thank you for saying this. A lot of people have accused me in the past saying, you're very money-minded, you charge fees. But people like you should tell them that when we take some money, we are giving many, many times more than what we are taking. Because we
Mataji, it is more than see, you are like a mother to me, especially when it comes to literature. I knew nothing, ma'am, to be frank. I don't want to just praise you or make you something great. So when I joined Udemy, those days when you started teaching, what is that, Canterbury, Chaucer, I used to think, what are these people? Who are these people and all? Then repeatedly listening to you, watching YouTube videos, I could understand that, yeah. Then I prepared well. Within 3 months, only 3 months, I could put my effort because, I'm in the government sector. People extract maximum work from us. They expect maximum work. And I could not give maximum time. I could spend 4 to 5 hours every day. So with your help, I cleared it. It is because of your effort and
Thank
your
you.
blessing. And once again, thank you, ma'am.
I nearly forgot to say something. Now that you said it, I remembered. We are sending everybody who passed a gift, which is coming to an incredible lot of money. But we are giving it so happily because it is nothing compared to the efforts that you've taken. It is nothing compared to the happiness that you have given us. Our very special book, which is diary come, chronology book come, notebook come, author's birthday calendar, that is what is coming to you. I have been writing personally letters like this to all of you. 313 letters have been written and they are being packed. We are doing it with our heart. The second important thing that I want to tell you is, for all the people who did current courses, currently and past, we are returning their tuition fees completely if they got JRF. Those who got JRF and who were currently our students, whatever tuition fees they have paid, they are getting it completely. That is also something that I think very rarely people who run coaching centers would be able to do. No university, nobody will do that. But I want to do it because as much as you have gained from us, as you say, we have also gained from you. Whatever we are is all because of our students who have trusted us, appreciated us, brought their friends to us. It is a huge thing that you have done to us also. Kuhu, it's your turn to talk.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, first of all, I want to thank you. But you said that if we pass NET or JRF, we should not thank you. We should thank ourselves that we give so much effort to this to our working. So, so I am following that. So one thing I want to say to the listener that I spent so many money in other courses. So for NET. So when I used to follow your videos, your YouTube videos, your British literature, Britishpedia and Americanpedia. So I used to write notes and all these things. Then I thought that if I can get so many things from free videos, how can I get when I really joined her course? But I spent so many money, so I could not afford the course. Then I bought your theory class also, and I used to watch it. After that I could not clear NET, and it is my maybe fifth or sixth time, and I was so much stressed, depressed, and I am just given up. So then I saw your advertisement of the batch. Then I just wrote a comment that can I get the course in installment. So I just literally just put the comment. I am feeling that so foolishly that can it cannot be happen. And then someone replied that you can do. There are 5 seats that you can 5 seats there that you can pay in installment. And then
I am the one who replied.
oh, ma'am, and then I messaged you, and you instantly just replied, and I was saying to my mom that it is really happening, mom. And she said, so she allow you? And I said yes, she allow me to do that. And so I want to tell the listener that it is not a business like course, not at all, because only I paid 2 or 3 months. After that your group sent me the all the materials, and they just called me, and I said that I called them that they said that did you pay the half payment? Then I said no, I just told ma'am that I will go do it for installment, and they said okay, and they are so gentle. And I said that how can they trust me so easily? They trust me. They said okay, if ma'am said that okay, we'll send. And I want to say that all of your coordinators, they are so good and so calm and so gentle. Anything I message them or ask them, they are always calm and always speak politely. So maybe it's your teaching that they are always behave so gently and so calm. And for the encyclopedia, I want to say that it is teach us that how we can do research. I think I need few years to complete the whole encyclopedia, because there is information that where I can see the YouTube videos, where I can read further more. And you always said that you have to read there, you have to work hard there. You always saying the truth that it is not working. If you are thinking that only this material, only this spoon feeding will help you, you will not be a good lecturer. I don't want this kind of professor. So this is really a teacher need to tell the student that you have to work so hard. And I think that I want to continue this for my GRF. And I this time I did not check the answer key. Some of my friends asked me that you should check the answer key. I tell them that I don't need to see the answer key. And after that, when the result came, I after the 1 days I checked that, and I saw that yes, I passed. And I tell my mom that really I made it, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
So happy that finally all the gloom passed and everything turned out well.
Yes, and
This is the reason why I trust people, because I think if I don't help them, what if they don't pass? And if I help them, maybe they'll pass. That what other motivation do I need more than that? Because it might change your life. It is so big, the effect of a little bit of kindness or understanding.
Yes.
That's why.
And nowadays,
Thank
I
you,
think
Kuhi.
it's rare.
Roy, would you like to talk to us about what to do after NET? After you clear NET, how to prepare for other things? For they have to do their PhD, they have to present papers, they have to carry on with their careers. How would you like? How would you advise them? What would you like to tell them?
I would sure, but before that, just my cup of tea on this batch is that, this batch was particularly challenging for me because my brilliant former classmate Ashwati Sharma is here. The moment I saw she was in the batch, I told one of my colleagues, this time we have a JRF for sure. And I wasn't wrong. She qualified with NET. Congrats, Ashwati. And I'm sure next time she will get JRF. And my classmate at Vallath, when I was a student, Sona, also passed NET this time. So, and all the people until now who have shared their inspiring stories, all of you, all of you inspire us also in your own way. And ma'am, as you said, NET is only the beginning, because, universities, standard universities in India and abroad, they also look at your publications. What have you written? Where have you published it? And who all have cited your publication? So first thing I would say is it's brilliant that many of you are passing with JRF, NET, etc. So also try in your area of interest, what can you publish? And about publication, there are several myths regarding publication. One is that you need to build up for years and years. Actually, you need to. What I'm saying is you just need to start. In physics they say sliding friction is lesser than static friction. So once you get started, I'm sure paper one people will agree. Once you get started, you will find, you'll surprise yourself with the tenacity by which you create your paper because of your own passion. It's not, it's not rocket science. It's your own passion acting. You just have to give your passion a chance to act. See, in between all this rote learning that exams like NET entails, you need to work on your passion as well. So writing, academic writing especially will help you do that. And the more you write, the better you get at it as well. For these international exams like IELTS, etc., the instructors will tell you, look, there is no specific reading, writing, etc. for IELTS. It's the general reading and writing that you do. That is what hones your skill, so to speak. So that is one. Publications are one thing. The other thing I would say are applications. You should never think, oh, there's this one place that's too high up for me. You should apply everywhere, because what makes you unique is individuality. The individual is by definition that which cannot be divided further. Individual. So all of you are unique, and only when the university or the institution sees your application can they understand, oh, there's this amazing person here who has so many insightful things to say about this field that we are interested in. And don't be discouraged if one or two applications are rejected. So many universities also mention this. We do not reject you because you are not brilliant. We do not reject you because right now there is no faculty free for your particular topic. And they also encourage you to apply elsewhere. And that I would also say, even Harvard and Stanford, they only ask $75 for you to apply, which is not a big sum if you think of it in contrast of what places like Oxford are charging even now. So apply, I would say, publish, apply. And then the third thing I would say is, in order to be a good writer, in order to be a good professor, you also have to be a good reader. Just look at Kalyani ma'am. In between everything that she is coordinating, in between this, she has so much work to do. We know because we work with her. In between all this, she's also reading. She's also updating herself. Whenever she wants to add something to a new book, what she'll do is she'll give us a list. She'll say, and some of the others in the list I have never heard of, and I'm amazed. And she'll say, look, we have to include these people also. This list is not sufficient. So the way she keeps updating herself, you can only be a good writer if you are a good reader. Think of people like Amitav Ghosh, how erudite they are. Amitav Ghosh, it's not easy to write like Amitav Ghosh. Look at each of his works. Each of his works is like a library in and of itself. Arundhati Roy, they dispel the myth that writing is some cakewalk that people with leisure time can do. Yeah, so these are the things that you could also diversify. Nowadays the interest is in interdisciplinarity. What other fields you can entail? Because there's this course called English for Special Purposes. As a senior academic once asked, what are the special purposes that involve only English? And it's true. You need to be aware about what's going on around our discipline as well. The circumdisciplinarity, let us say. Sociology, for example, even sciences and the humanities are not two separate distinct things. And you look at the new courses that are being opened in international universities, they will testify to what I'm saying. So diversify as much as you can. If you are interested in Indian languages, translate. The more you translate, the better you get at English as well. There is this popular misconception that our first languages or our Indian languages somehow drag down our ability in English. Trust me, it's the opposite. Your first languages like Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, etc., they will only make your English stronger. Trust me on this. It will happen. All right. So these are what I have to tell you in the name of suggestions. This is what I also would do. Thank you so much for making all of us proud and exceeding our expectations. Like Bertrand Russell experienced when Wittgenstein was his student, Russell was his teacher, and then soon in the future, Russell had to sit in Wittgenstein's class. So we are all hoping to someday sit in your classes. Do not disappoint us, all of us. Thank you.
That was so brilliant. I am also hoping to sit in your classes. World famous Nobel laureates and great scholars and writers will be speaking. That means you. And we want to sit and listen to you. That is amazing. What a thought, Roy. Thank you for that. Is there anybody here in the Zoom session who would like to speak?
Oh, ma'am.
We have
Ma'am,
some.
may
Yeah,
I?
Kadambari.
Okay.
Charishri and Kadambari, one after the other. Kadambari first.
Okay, ma'am, good evening. I'm so sorry, ma'am. There was some issue with my audio. When Bhavya ma'am called me yesterday, I hope I'm audible. When she called me yesterday, I took down a note and I was making a list of things I should, talk about, the list of things that I did, the list of things that I observed from you and our fellow, our Vallath team. First thing being, I would like to thank you and our whole of Vallath team, because I remember initially, as you said, it was overwhelming, the load of information. But after that, I remember Ambika ma'am telling me, you could talk to Kalyani ma'am anytime. She is like a mother to you. You don't have to, panic. My case is different. I cleared net the first time itself. This is my second time. And the first time when I cleared net, I panicked because I thought, even though I did all the work, all the hard work, I kept watching your videos, Hina ma'am's capsule summaries, your easy peasy theory. I just tried to acquaint myself with all the authors during my first attempt. And after that, I panicked when I cleared net because I thought I was not fully equipped to stand in a classroom and face a bunch of students. And then someone told me about your class, and then I joined after going through your videos, and then someone told me about you again, and then I decided to join your class, and I'm glad I did that, and I got a lot of confidence, and I'm now working as an assistant professor actually. And the methods that I used, I listened to your lectures, even while doing shows, even while washing the vessels and everything. I used to listen to your summaries and everything. And there was this one time, one of our fellow students, they said, attend quizzes even when you don't know the answer. So I tried doing that, and when it came to paper one, I think I was not consistent because I started working, and initially I made a mistake of focusing too much on making notes, that I actually failed to listen. I was just focused on making notes. And even before I joined your class, I bought all your books. I mean, all your books in the sense, the cultural studies books, the linguistics books, and everything. And this time, the second time also, the day before the exam, I sat and I went through the cultural studies book completely. And even if I don't remember anything, I sat and I went through the book entirely, and I'm glad I did that. And when it came to my observations, when I stood in front of students, one thing came to me was that I remember this time, one time you told that it humbles you, teaching humbles you. So that one, it actually came to my mind. And even I have become so much emotive when teaching classes and everything. I even joined your PhD course. I think it was conducted for 3 or 4 days, I guess. I joined that, and I regularly attend the CSRF lectures. That is also enlightening as well. And I published a paper because of you, and I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kadambari. I'm sure everything that you say and everyone here spoke resonates with a lot of people who will be listening to us in YouTube. It solves a lot of their problems. It has given a lot of people a lot of direction. Yes, Charishri, can we hear you? Listen to you?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, mostly.
Ma'am, it's due to internet connection. There's overload over here. So that's why I was not even able to speak before.
Okay.
I get a bit nervous when I speak. So I may stuck in some point. I'm so sad, but thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to speak. And also congratulations, everyone. I heard that in JRF, it was my third time, and in the last one, I just net with 0.2%, and it was a bit disheartening for me. But we motivated everyone, and I was also one of them. But the journey didn't started.
Charishri, we have lost you. Is there anybody from... Thank you, Charishri. I'm so sorry about the internet connection. Is there anybody from Vallath who would like to speak before we wind up?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, good evening and good evening to all of you.
First of all, congratulations to everyone. And you see the number of the students who passed NET this time. I'm very happy about this number, and I'm very sure that in the next time also this number will increase. And one thing I want to say to you, that the everyday queries that I get from you that reflect the kind of struggle that you are doing to develop yourself, that just keep that up. And you guys are, each and every one of you are very, very hardworking, very hardworking. So those who passed NET, congratulations to you all. And I know that you all will pass NET in the next June. So that's all for them, ma'am. Actually, I want to say so many things, but I cannot articulate all those things that are in my mind in very short. So congratulations to all of you.
Yeah. And thank you, Shruti. There is one person here who has attended our present offline class and who got JRF. She is different from all of you, because most of you who passed, all of you who passed were the people who spoke were from our online batches. Seetu Krishna is a brilliant girl who cleared with JRF. I would invite you, Seetu, to talk to us now.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Ma'am, I should admit it's really overwhelming to listen to all these stories. And I'm really thrilled, ma'am, because I've been watching all your YouTube videos since my UG days. And now I'm being a part of it. I'm really glad for that. And so, as ma'am said, I've been part of an offline batch. This wasn't my first attempt, but this is the first time I have prepared for this exam. And offline classes are completely a different thing because there's a really healthy environment out there. We help and motivate each other, and we get to see ma'am every day and receive her daily dose of motivation, and all our teachers. I'm really grateful for all our teachers, Indu ma'am, Grishma ma'am, Aparna ma'am, Royce sir, Princey ma'am, everyone. As I have mentioned before to you, ma'am, Grishma ma'am was so sweet because even a day before the exams, she was there clearing out doubts and everything. And for me, ma'am, I can't just point out on certain things. It was everything. Everything added up for the result. From the very beginning, your classes, your materials, quizzes, rapid fire, and towards the end, I did attend your YouTube sessions, Telegram quizzes. And for me, the JRF power sessions and the revision sessions were extremely helpful. I would ask everybody to not miss a single revision session provided by ma'am and Team Vallath. And yes, ma'am, I think I just want to thank you and all other teachers. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being such a passionate teacher out there, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Seetu. Thank you. Anybody else who would like to speak? I can see a few more people from Vallath here, or anybody. Please speak, Nilay. Will you speak, Nilay?
Yes.
I think your internet is...
Ma'am, Nilay this side. Ma'am, 3 months prior to the examination, I wasn't even sure that I will be appearing for the exam. Because somehow after my master's, I was inclining towards...
Oh, Nilay, we lost you also. Nilay's internet connection is playing havoc. That's okay. I hope we will get to listen to him again some other time. Last call. Is there somebody who wants to speak?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes. Yes, please.
Ma'am, very good evening to all of you, and especially to ma'am. And ma'am, I would like to thank you very, very much. And I would like to compare our journey to the mythical figure of Eklavya and the Dronacharya. And I used to follow you like him, how Eklavya followed Dronacharya. And ma'am, I am one of your YouTube babies. Ma'am, I joined an academy 5 months prior of my NET examination. And when I go through all the tutors who used to teach their English literature for the NET, but the way I connected with you is something else. The every word which you spoke, it was like imprinted in my mind, and it was like ma'am, something else. So I decided to do your all classes. And ma'am, the duration of your class on Academy is only 2 hours, but it took me 4 to 5 hours to complete your only one single class, while making the notes and all the homework which you give us to do every day, to search more and more, to go through, to deepen the all the suggestions and those things. Ma'am, I follow everything blindly. I'm saying this word blindly because ma'am, I trusted you like anything more. So ma'am, I would like to tell you about 2 3 things that I did during my preparation time. And ma'am, I used to make the mnemonics of every writer's work and their when the work is published through a story. How you taught us to do, like first word or the last word of any work, and connect it with the publishing year and make a whole story out of it. It's very easy to remember all those things, especially in the examination time. And ma'am, I go through all the MA syllabus of all the major prior the universities, central universities, especially like JNU, DU, BHU, and all. And ma'am, and especially want to thank Hina ma'am for his capsule summaries. Ma'am, it's amazing and wonderful, and how she used to summarize all those things in a very pure and simple way, and it's really helped me a lot. And ma'am, I qualified my NET in my first attempt, and it's all because of you and your free classes on YouTube, and especially your Unacademy classes and notes. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Vishal, for sharing.
Ma'am, am I audible now?
Ha, Nilay.
Yes, ma'am. Me and Vishal are from the same city, Prayagraj, and we prepared together. So, ma'am, before starting my preparation, prior to 3 months before the examination, I wasn't even sure that I will appear for the exam, because I was more inclining towards state PCS, UPSC, and all. But I thought, man, I've done masters in English. Why shouldn't I be giving one chance to at least English literature? So I started preparing from YouTube, from your YouTube videos, some PDFs from an academy. I've joined an academy course, and that your quizzes and all, and some and your M.H. Abraham's book, where you have compiled that whole M.H. Abraham in a very good manner. So I'm really thankful to you, ma'am, that your lectures and all, and your YouTube videos, capsule summaries of Hima, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for that. That helped me to qualify my JRF in my very first attempt, and I'm hoping that I will
Wow, congratulations.
I'm net. Sorry, ma'am. I qualified net in my very first attempt, and I'm hoping that I will qualify JRF in my in the upcoming exam.
Congratulations. Thank you. Ananya or Ashwati, would you like to speak from Vallath?
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm just thrilled to see everyone, and it was such an emotional journey to see some of my friends clearing this time. And more than anything, I think what we get at Vallath, even as while we are working or we are students, we get such a supportive community. We all push each other to study. We are helping each other every day, motivating each other on our lows, and cheering for each other on our best days. And thank you so much for everything apart from what you offer. This atmosphere, I don't think anybody even thought would be, a part and parcel of the course. We think of it as a course, but it's not. It's a community, and I am so glad to see so many of my friends and batchmates to thrive. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Ananya. Thank you so much. She's right. It's more than a course, it's a community and a family. Yes. May God bless all of us to continue working hard, to fulfill our dreams, to do a lot of good to the people who depend on us, who love us, to our society, who have made us, that has made us what we are. Synod. So I think with that, we'll end the session. Thank you very much. Yes.
Vikram wants to speak. Vikram.
Ha, Vikram. Vikram wants to speak. Please speak then. We have time for you. Vikram, are you there?
Good evening, ma'am.
We can hear you.
Actually, I'm in traffic from Hyderabad. But listening to your presentation, really, I was fascinated. I really want to congratulate all of my mates who have cleared JRF. I really thanks for your support, but I would like to say some words, two words only. That, the word you always say that, the love, passion towards the literature. What do you say? So as we have said that for men may come, men may go, the group runs forever, like that. So I was really attracted towards to those lines that really, ma'am, you are the greatest teacher which I have met in my life. Though I did not join your afternoon classes or online classes, but by your words and everything, I improved a lot. Basically, I was from the background of science. I'm from BSc BJC, like I was from graduation, and I did not know when I came to this PG. I did not know what is literature, but after watching your videos, I came to know the taste of the real pleasure of the literature. I love your way of teaching. It's cleared. It is because of you. And I would like to share my passion towards the literature. That when you say that word, you always say that word. That I travel to England. You travel the lake school, like the districts, like. When you feel, actually, in the backdrop of the four things, I thought that I would also visit those things, like the district of Rhodes or the district of college. You always used to tell that in the previous class that I heard that. So you used to walk along to talk to Rhodes. So you watched it, but we never felt that. But no, the way of teaching of your poetry, really, I would touch your feet. Really. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Vikram.
It's not about clearing next. It's about expressing something else.
I think that's what literature is also about.
Yes. Actually, if I was there in my room, I would express something else. But I mean, topics, I could able to tell all these things. But really, ma'am, I was really fascinated that every word of you, that passion towards the literature has made me. As I told you that I was the background of, actually I'm the gold medal of science background of I got gold medal in graduation in UG. But by seeing your class and everything, it has made me a lot. But if it is possible, I want to take your number and I want to meet you. That I would like to. So actually, I'm from the food background, but I would like to go to England and just want to see those things that you have expressed a lot. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you a lot, and I love you a lot. Thank you, ma'am.
You can, any one of you, contact me personally. I keep replying to everybody, even though it takes time sometimes. Somebody in YouTube was very angry with me because I didn't reply. It's because of the light in my eyes that is continuously there throughout the live. I cannot see my phone clearly. After I switch off the light for some hours, after some hours only I can see. That's why I couldn't reply. Otherwise, I always reply to everyone. You can contact me if you want. My number is 9037357688. Yes, 9037357688. Okay. Our life is like waiting for Godot. It never ends. You think you will stop here, but you can't stop. I say goodbye, but I can't say goodbye. It's like that. That's how life is. Sajal wants to speak, and I want to hear her too. Every one of us is waiting. Sajal, speak to us.
Okay, ma'am. Hi, first of all, good evening. And I would like to say thank you and congratulations to Team Vallath and everybody who has qualified net this time. I would like to say that for me, you have helped me fulfill the biggest dream. And ma'am, I was your YouTube student. I have not joined any course of yours and anything else. I just followed you on YouTube. Every single lecture that you put up, every single thing every single word that you said has inspired me, not just to study literature the way you teach, like passionately. I also learned how to be such a brilliant teacher, how to be so emotive. And like from a screen, they say that online classes don't help you that much and they don't have that connect. But I feel like with you, I always felt like my entire family knows you, my mother, everybody, because I used to watch your videos on laptop, and every single person in my family knows that okay, this is Kalyani ma'am, and every single person is impressed. I am just a student of literature, but now I've fallen in love with literature thanks to you and Hina ma'am, Ankita di. Another thing that I wanted to say is not only you've qualified, you have helped me to qualify net, but I also qualified the written uh, PhD entrance of AMU with the help of your lectures. And I'm going for an interview come presentation on 7th. So I just need your blessings. And I'm so grateful. You have no idea. I absolutely love you, adore you. My mother also loves you. And to become a professor was not only my dream, but it was one of my late father's dream, which I'm trying very hard to fulfill. And you have helped me do that. And I just love you. Thank you so much for asking me to
Congratulations,
join.
Sajal. I'm so happy that you are fulfilling your father's dream, and it is when one person passes, it is like a whole area of the world gets lit up. So many people become happy. It helps so many people survive. We have a responsibility to others. That is also why we are passing and struggling and surviving in this world. I'm so glad that you said this, because realize that when you study with us in our course, you are not only preparing for NET, you're preparing for so many exams. You will get the advantage in wherever you go, wherever you need English literature. You will understand, you will know that this training, this reading, this studying will help you. So I'm so happy that you said it. May all of you have great careers ahead. All of you should work hard more and more. Be responsible, be passionate about what you do, be professional. Don't do anything that is half-baked, shabby, superficial. Don't take shortcuts out. Do your work thoroughly, meticulously. Learn everything properly. The foundations should be very, very good. I'm sure that if you work like that, you will scale very great heights. You should learn from your mistakes. You should realize your limitations and try to overcome them, and learn more and more, grow more and more. That is the way to success in this life. And if you do that, you will never fail. And not only in this life, even after this life, the good work that you did will forever continue. I strongly disagree with one man, and that is Mark Antony. Mark Antony said, the good that men do is interred with their bones. The evil that men do lives after them. I strongly disagree. If you really work hard, the good that you do will live long after you also. It will change the society. It will change the world. So this is a snowball effect. This is a huge thing we are doing together. When one person passes, it is not one person who is saved here. It is many, many, many people. You have that responsibility. You have that, great joy, that great responsibility as well invested in you. Carry it forward. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing this amazing thing. It is like I always said, 10% Vallath and 90% you. And when other people pass because of you, it will be 10% you, 90% them. So like that, this world will go on. Thank you very much. We have 2 whole hours. We have had 2 whole hours together sharing our stories, which I'm sure will inspire many, many people. And I know that many more stories are to be told. Many of you might want to speak. I know there will be more opportunities. Apna time aayega. Like it has come now, passing that in every way, it will come for you. Opportunities, time. Okay. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you. I'm ending the session.